Hello, cinephiles, and welcome to Silver Screen Sips, a podcast where three idiot friends talk about movies. And today I discuss the reasons why I would be thrown into Azkaban as a prisoner.
Oh, no. Wait, what? Hold on.
Can you read that back, stenographer, please?
Can
Uh,
we talk about that?
yeah, that's what I was saying. We're going to talk about that, but first we're going to go off with Big Lou's Big Brews.
Oh.
Today, for our Prisoner of Azkaban episode, is our Wolfsbane potion. You know,
Ooh.
to help out
Ooh.
good old Professor Lupin. Unfortunately for us and for Professor Lupin, there is no permanent cure for being a werewolf, but Wolfsbane can help keep things under control. Call 1-800-WOLFSBANE now.
Oh my
And
god.
be warned, though, this drink is not for the faint of heart. And so, how we make an actual Wolfsbane potion, I actually already love how this sounds. So you have an
Ooh.
ounce and a half of Scotch whiskey,
Ooh.
an ounce and a half of Fernet-Branca,
What's that?
and Coca-Cola. I will tell you what Fernet-Branca is in just a moment, but we're going to
Great.
combine our Scotch and Fernet in a shaker with ice and vigorously shake this for 20 seconds until it's fully chilled. We're going to strain it into a rocks glass with one large ice cube, kind of like the way we do our classic whiskeys or other old fashions and stuff. And then we top it off with Coca-Cola to taste. This is Dr. Kyle's favorite drink, apparently.
Oh,
Now,
really?
no, I was just making
Oh,
that up.
because of the Coke. Right.
Yes,
That went right over my head.
it's all right. We're all a little slow today.
Too much alcohol.
Too much alcohol,
I
yeah.
only had a beer.
I
Too much
had
alcohol.
a glass of whiskey and then I had a drink at dinner. So
Big low. That's what I'm talking about.
Fernet-Branca is a Italian bitters.
Okay.
It was apparently manufactured by Fratelli Branca and formulated in Milan in 1845. I don't know why you need a whole ounce and a half of that, but all right then.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's getting lit.
That is a lot of bitters.
Bitters is mainly for flavor rather than liquor.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, usually bitters is very potent in flavor. Usually you just do a few dashes.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. But that since Isaiah just had to comment that someone's getting lit, I was like, wait, Isaiah, bitters no. But
It's okay. He'll learn.
times I should have been arrested or times I have almost been arrested.
Start of a new segment here.
Sort of a
Yeah.
new segment for today's episode.
Well, wait,
If
let's
we're
rate
talking about
let's rate the
Prisoners of
drink first.
Azkaban. I did.
But Isaiah and
You
I have
didn't?
not yet.
Oh, you didn't rate it. Sorry. I heard read,
Yeah.
not rate.
You really wants to get arrested.
Yes, I really do.
Apparently.
No, I don't.
I think my rating's going to be a 4 out of 5 because I really like whiskey. And Coke. Whiskey and Coke together is great. I don't know how I feel about an ounce and a half of bitters, but maybe it's not as potent as like other bitters are. So yeah, I'll give it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. I feel the same. I don't know how I feel about bitters.
Well, bitters
Especially,
is in like Manhattan's and a lot of drinks actually.
but like an ounce and a half.
Yeah. Well, I've never tried the specific one that Lewis mentioned, so it could be
Yeah, well,
different.
True.
I want to say this is a little bit different and more. It's more like an amaretto, kind of like this Orono. Because it says it's an Italian bitters, but it's from the Amaro family, so I'm assuming it's more like an amaretto. It might be more like syrupish style thing. 1 second.
Is amaretto dry?
No, amaretto had this Orono amaretto usually tastes like hazelnut.
Oh, okay. I don't know why. There's another one that's dry, and I don't remember what it was. But I thought it
That's
was getting
vermouth.
those. There it is. Yeah, I can't stand that one. Disgusting.
Yeah, no, you only use it in martinis. It's fucking martinis are disgusting in general.
Then you know what? I'd give it a shot. I'd give it a 4 out of 5. I take a sip or two.
I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. This is my first 5 out of 5 on any of the drink.
Big moment.
Big moment. I'm
Okay,
excited.
so you got arrested?
Yeah, no. Sometimes I've been almost arrested
Okay. Emphasis on the almost.
or should have been.
Boy. Okay.
Should have been. Don't confess to any crimes here.
Um,
As your lawyer.
right. There was moments that I should.
Oh no.
This one story. This one's not arrested, but it was a very interesting sight for my mother seeing me get out of the back of a cop car.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm gonna explain. I was in eighth grade. Eighth grade
Okay.
and ninth. Yeah, eighth grade still. And we used to go to this little like open air mall in my area called Town Center.
Okay.
It's just a big plaza of shops and restaurants and stuff, and then in the back there's like this big lake, has a fountain. There's like it looks kind of like almost like a small open theater, like you could have a little live rock band play up there.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, there's a cigar bar next to it. Me and my friend, me and all these middle schoolers, we used to go out there and just hang out in the back, and like that's where people would like make out and like smoke and just have a
Lovers
fun fucking
Lane.
time. Yeah, sort of. There was parts of it that was lovers lane. There was parts of it that was like this is where everybody's hanging out kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And just talking a bunch of shit and just being a bunch of kids. Anyway, I was back there with my friend Douglas, this kid Nick, and we had this guy who was in my class, Michael, come up. Before this happened, Nick and Douglas had found a sewer grate and realized that it wasn't locked in place or anything. So they opened it, right? They like literally took the grate off and pushed it to the side. Michael, for whatever reason,
You guys are ready to meet Pennywise.
we all float down here. So Michael, for whatever reason, decides he's going to bear hug Douglas, lift him off the ground, and act like he's going to drop him into the sewer.
Oh, dear God.
Oh my God, he's
Yeah.
pulling a Bane.
Yeah, basically. And so we are like, oh God, please no. Michael, what the fuck are you doing? And then Nick punches him and he lets go of Doug. And, security, like I'd never seen a security guard there before, but apparently there was a security guard tonight. He comes over to us and he's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, why is the sewer grate open? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then we see over in the distance, much closer to like where the shops are, like at the behind there's like a couple offices on this one side of the plaza. And like right underneath there, we see these kids that are from our class who start getting into a fight, right?
Oh no.
So the security guard runs over there and he's like, hey, break it up, or whatever. He calls the cops. And they,
The security
with
guard is
these
so
kids.
done with kids.
Yeah. I mean, it had been happening a lot where they would get into fights, or there was like, so the Cuesta, I know I'm naming myself here. Anyway, Cuesta and Falcon Cove used to have like a very bitter rivalry as a middle school. Like it kind of surprised me, but there used to be like people, like kids in middle school got stabbed, beaten with chains, broken arms, like all kinds of shit happened. Similar to how like we had high school rivalries too. But imagine this: 7th and 8th graders with knives and chains and jumping each other in public bathrooms and shit. Isn't that kind of crazy?
Sounds like my mom's middle school in Connecticut.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I was homeschooled.
Yeah. I know. I'm saying for you homeschooled children, doesn't that sound
I was
insane?
homeschooled, but I was still bullied.
Isaiah, you sound super far away.
Oh, hi. My
Wait,
microphone.
Isaiah, you were homeschooled, but you were still bullied? How's that?
It was just his mom.
I'm trying to give you the full high school experience, and then she punched me in the stomach. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
The security guard is breaking up the fight. The cops are here now. Security guard obviously mentioned that we were doing some fuck shit too. So they're like, the cops are like coming over and asking us stuff. And they're like, did you see the fight? Did you see this? What happened here? Blah, blah, blah. And we're like, we're all chill about it. And so then the guy's like, I'm going to give you a ride to the front. Like, you should call your parents to pick you up. And I was like, sure, whatever. And I called my mom. She was already on her way. And she was like pulling up. And we get in the back of the cop car. She drives us up to the front between the offices and the Starbucks. And right as my mom is pulling up in the minivan to pick us up, we are getting out of the back of a cop car.
Oh, that's beautiful.
There's another kid from our class who's like literally in handcuffs being arrested at the front of a police car, like a car in front of us. So my mom,
I love it.
like, what the fuck happened? You're not coming back. Like, and I'm like, Mom, we're fine. We were talking to the police. They gave us a ride back to the front, but she was obviously like flipping a shit, as moms are wont to. It's okay. It's normal.
Oh, yeah.
That kid who was being arrested, we were in like 7th or 8th grade. This kid had meth in his pocket, crystal meth, that he was attempting to distribute. I don't know if he went to court or anything after that. I did see him in high school, so I don't think he went to juvie.
The way
also,
juvenile laws work in America are so freaking weird.
I also think it has to do with like his parents were rich.
That also would do it.
So, anyways.
All about the Benjamins, baby.
That was that one time where it looked like I was getting arrested and it freaked my mom out, but I was just being a good boy.
You all were fooled.
You all were fooled. Thank you. Bethany's question of the day.
So my question, yes. My question is, so the last episode, we kind of talked about how if you were a student at Hogwarts or if you were a professor at Hogwarts, however, you're going to go outside the world of Hogwarts or the school of, yeah, we're going outside.
I got to go touch grass.
So you get it. You're homeschooled. So we
the homeschooler to another homeschooler. You're homeschooled.
Yeah, makes fun of someone for being homeschooled. See, I'm allowed to say it because I was homeschooled. So my question is, what wizard career, besides being a professor at Hogwarts, right? So we're outside the school, we're just a normal wizard. What job would we choose and why? So here are your options. We have Ministry of Magic official, a healer. We have a magizoologist, which just means they study all the creatures and animals. We have a wand maker, a professional Quidditch player, an Auror, which is like the police basically, a dragon keeper, owner of a pub, or a curse breaker.
I personally would either be the owner of a pub, big
Big Lou.
woo, or a magizoologist, personally.
Okay. I figured you would say that.
Like,
You would own a pub, and it would be a magnificent pub.
be the best pub beer.
What would you name your pub?
Hippogriff.
That's all right.
That's the name of the, fuck was it? That's the name of the breed, the animal from Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would be your signature drink then?
It might be
See,
that,
I think I was gonna say, I think your signature drink should be the hippogriff, and then your name for your pub should be something else.
my pub would actually, since I've been inspired by Peaky Blinders, I would name it the Garrison, and then my signature drink would either be the Hippogriff or Buckbeak. Because I find it
Did you say Bugby?
Buckbeak,
Buckbeak. Oh yes, Buckbeak.
the name of the hip.
Yes. I love it. Isaiah?
I'd probably be a Ministry of Magic official.
Really?
Yeah, I'll write some laws. Why not? I already do that crap.
That was honestly unexpected answer from you.
Why? What did you think? What do you think I was gonna do?
I thought you were gonna pick like a dragon keeper or something like different.
Oh, less paperwork.
Yeah, I thought you'd pick something a little more like fun, basically.
Fun? What do you call it? Nothing's more fun than making laws and going to court.
Wanna be a senator?
Isaiah.
What do you call it? Or a senator? Oh God.
That's what they are, basically.
I
Some of
could
them,
feel it.
anyway. Like some of them are like just corporate underlings. Some of them are like straight up senators, depending on if they're like the department heads. And then, yeah,
Who is Bill? Was Bill Nye the head of the Ministry of Magic?
Bill Nye,
Bill
the science
Nye?
guy.
The science guy?
No, the actor's name is Bill Nye. I don't know the actual guy's name.
Well, there was two heads of the Ministry of Magic because one of them gets ousted.
Rufus Scrimgar. I don't know.
Yep,
Rufus
you got it.
Scrimgar.
Yeah, that guy.
Right.
He came after Cornelius Fudge, I believe.
Cornelius Fudge.
The most powerful
Scrimgar.
ranking official in the Ministry of Magic. Yeah, I want his job. I want to go for his job.
Well, he wasn't Auror, but he was the head of the Auror office. So he was basically the head of the FBI.
Hell yeah, let's go.
All right. I'm honestly surprised, but okay.
Cornelius Fudge was the head of the Ministry of Magic, but he was in like a different position.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, cool. What about Beth?
For me,
Dragon Keeper.
no, probably a magizoologist. That sounds really cool. Either that or a wand maker, because let's be honest, I do woodworking in real life, so making wands is not that far off. So probably magizoologist or a wand maker would be what I would do. I just feel like I could imagine me, right, as that old guy from the first one, Oliver's Wand, something, whatever that place was called, Emporium or something like that.
His name Oliver. Was his name
You mean
Oliver?
from the wand maker?
Yeah, it was Oliver's Wand Shop,
Oliver something.
wasn't it?
Yes. I think it was Oliver.
Oh, my
Ooh,
Ollivanders.
French.
Ollivander, there we go.
Ollivanders. That's the one. Ollivander's Wand Shop. Imagine me in there. That just sounds right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
Feels
sounds right.
right. Yeah,
Look
that
at
feels right. No.
Lacare's Wand Shop.
Mm.
La Cage. No, that's
Lacaille's.
yeah.
Well, no, yeah, I mean, it would make sense if you were like in the French like
Yes.
version of Hogwarts, you know?
It would have a French accent. That was terrible. That was a disgrace to my kind.
My kind.
I'm so sorry anyone had to listen to that. Cut that out.
Fun facts with Isaiah about the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Azkaban.
Do you like Nope.
Bananas?
I was about to say, do you like Azka coladas?
Oh my god, that was terrible.
Yeah. Do you like pina coladas?
I used to have a remix of that song for my old job when I worked at Tijuana Flats.
Yeah.
And I would always say, "Do you like cheese enchiladas?"
I'm trying to come up with a remix right now. Do you like pina coladas? And getting tortured by dementors.
Boo.
I prefer the Prisoner of Azkaban.
All right, Isaiah, what are your facts? Let's get on. Let's go past this.
That sounded like it was pain.
Yeah.
Isn't it always?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into some facts today.
I could hear his hands.
Warm up, let's go. Okay, so we're gonna start off with our good old Dumbledore. Dumbledore was almost played by Ian McKellen after Richard Harris died, because this would be the first movie they had to replace him in.
Mhm.
Yeah, so Ian McKellen, he was gonna play Dumbledore after Richard Harris died, but he turned it down because Harris found McKellen passionless as an actor and didn't want him to take over the part.
Oh, getting called
Wow.
out.
Yeah, so he didn't like him. So he didn't want
McKellen is a super good actor too. What the hell, man?
Yeah,
Richard
I'm
Harris
surprised.
does not agree.
All right, Richard, we have an issue.
Ian McKellen didn't want to take over a part that Richard Harris didn't approve of. Since he didn't approve of him as an actor, he didn't want to take it over from him. He thought that would be kind of rude. Which I don't know. It's rude to call him a passionless actor, but whatever.
I mean, it's a posthumous respect kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah. Christopher Lee was also considered, but turned it down due to being in the Lord of the Rings at the time. So
He was so much better in Lord. I think he was more fit for Lord of the Rings than Harry Potter.
I mean, could you picture him though as Dumbledore?
No, I can't, because I picture him as Sauron. Not Sauron.
Saruman.
Saruman. Sorry.
Wait, isn't Ian McKellen Gandalf?
yes.
Oh, that's funny. Two people who could have been considered Dumbledore instead playing two wizards in a different movie entirely.
Beautiful. And they own it.
And they're the most powerful ones in the movie.
We need the, what do you call it? The Triwizard. There's a Triwizard tournament against those three.
Oh God.
I can't wait for Isaiah to watch all of the Lord of the Rings. It's gonna be so much fun. I am literally looking forward to it. I dream about it every night.
Oh, what's that? Oh my God, my
creepy.
computer died. Oh my God.
That was a little concerning.
Okay, we're not gonna get. We're not.
Anyway.
No, I meant when you dream about it. That was a little concerning there, Beth. Anyway, going
Well, it's
on.
literally just me sitting. It's the dream is me sitting on one edge of the couch. Lewis and Isaiah are also sitting on the couch, and we're all watching it. And I just constantly am looking over at Isaiah for approval. Like, watch this part. This is a good part. Watch this part. Look what happens next.
Why heck can I picture that so easily?
I can see it.
Moving. After Ian McKellen and Christopher Lee, who else could we?
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery is Gandalf.
What the fuck?
Sorry, Dumbledore. Whoa.
God.
Shaken, not stirred.
Harry, did you put your name in the cup of the fire?
Harry, would you like your martini shaken or stirred?
Yeah, he was considered. He stated he didn't want to be in a children's movie about wizards. Therefore, he turned down the role. Now, during the filming of this movie, Alan Rickman teamed up with Michael Gambon, all right? And the director, Alfonso Cuarón, pranked Radcliffe during a scene where they're all they're all laying down and sleeping in the long hall. Radcliffe had requested to Cuarón if he can put his sleeping bag near another particular girl that he liked. So Cuarón, Gambon, and Rickman put a fart box in his sleeping bag.
Oh no!
And then had it go off during the scene when they were acting to embarrass him in front of the girl. You can. It's been really awkward.
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%.
So there's videos online. You can see the takes of them like trying to do the movie with the fart box going on.
I think I've seen that. I just thought it was a legitimate fart.
Oh yeah, no, they pranked Radcliffe.
Oh, that's great.
See, what do you call it? Snape pulling a fart prank on somebody with magic.
Alan Rickman. Not even just Snape, like Alan Rickman as he was a person outside the movie, who seemed so stoic and everything.
Yeah.
I'll teach you to ensnare the mind and make fart jokes.
I embarrassed him.
I made it seem like that kid farted.
That's exactly what he sounds like.
Yes, he does. May you rest in peace, sir. Moving on.
Okay. So now, although J.K. Rowling never knew about this, the director, Alfonso Cuarón, told Thulis, is that his name? The actor's name, I think, is Thulis. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. That Remus Lupin was in fact gay.
Yes.
Now, so naturally, Lupin was played as a gay man until Tonks became part of the picture, which is his wife later in the later movies.
You could still be bisexual. You never know.
Yeah.
No, because like at this point, J.K. Rowling didn't write that he was gay and never said anything about that. And
they just made it happen.
Yeah, Cuarón just told him, "Hey, he's gay, by the way," and so he just played it as he was. To this day, nobody knows why Cuarón thought Lupin was gay and told that. Nobody knows. He just said that.
I
think
mean,
there's one of
personally, I'm going to get a little controversial here, but I think that the sexual orientation of a character should not matter, I guess, in the sense of like the character themselves. Like it shouldn't change the character. You know, that shouldn't be a sole driver, I guess. Unless that's what the movie's about. Like what was that movie you just watched, Lewis, for the
Call Me by Your Name.
Yes, where it's like obviously that's the whole theme of the movie, but when it comes to like I don't know, for example, Star Wars, because we just talked about Star Wars, Finn
Right.
and Poe, everyone was like, oh, they should be gay. I mean, I don't care if they are or if they aren't, as long as their characters don't really change because of that, and it's not like a driving factor what their sexuality is, then I have no issue. And I think it's totally
No,
fine. Make Lupin gay.
I don't think that's controversial at all. Really, many people would agree that a character's sexual orientation really has no business unless it's like necessary for a scene. You know.
Yeah.
Like I remember there was like a character in Game of Thrones. I think one of the princes is gay. He was trying to hide it. You know, it was like it wasn't a thing then. Trying to suddenly announce Remus Lupin or Albus Dumbledore is gay in any of this, because Remus doesn't even the actor for Remus doesn't even seem to give that vibe in Prisoner of Azkaban, as far as I know. You know, like he seems like a quiet, emotional man who has to be very concerned with like always staying calm because he's a fucking werewolf.
I
So
did get a few vibes. Like there was a few moments where I was like, that seemed a little flamboyant, which I think was just one of those moments. Yeah. So I was like, I didn't think he was gay. I just thought, oh, that's a little fruity.
right, that's a little fruity.
Yeah. So I was like, all right.
Maybe he likes like a pina colada or something. Who knows?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah. So like, all right. All right. Now this is a weird one. In a 2011 interview, Emma Watson earlier during the first 3 movies, she had a crush on Tom Felton.
Oh,
Felton didn't feel the same way and was very confused on why she had a crush on him.
you know, I've seen videos and stuff of the two of them now when they're together, and I ship it.
God, you're one of those shippers, aren't you?
You're one of those
Mhm.
shippers.
Woot woot.
So, design firm Mina Lima, which created the fake newspapers for a lot of the for most of the films, they hid a secret character in the magical periodicals
Yeah.
known as the Ginger Witch. So throughout the movies, if you look closely at the newspapers, you'll notice like a story happening in there about an elusive criminal and what she's doing and stuff like that, called the Ginger Witch in the newspaper articles. All right, so Hagrid is played by 2 people. In the close
I'm gonna
shots,
explain how tall he is.
actually, no, you would think it's not 2 people standing on top of each other. It's
Oh, that's no fun.
2 people is standing on top of each other in a trench coat trying to get into a movie theater. It's not what you think.
Yeah, that would be way more fun. Oh, that'll probably be very painful.
Probably yes. You're killing my shoulders, bro. So yeah, in the close shots, it's obviously Robbie Coltrane. When it's far away, though, he's played by a man named Martin Bayfield, who wears a giant suit with a huge water cooling system inside of it because it would get so hot that he'd probably die from like heat
That
stroke.
sounds amazing. I want a water cooling system.
You would be the size of Hagrid, though.
That's fine.
You have one
I have one?
called Sweat.
Okay. Smart ass.
Yeah. So, when he wore the suit, there's actually an animatronic head on top.
Oh, what?
Wait, what? I didn't know
Yes.
that.
Yeah. So
Okay,
because
Beth wants one of those. Got it.
I want
So
an
the-
animatronic head.
So yeah, the suit is well, the suit's like 6-7 feet tall, right? So he's just walking around with a giant water cooling thing on it. But yeah, on top is a fake Hagrid head that if you ever looked at it really close, it's really creepy looking. It's like
Oh, you
nightmare.
have to share the photo.
I
Yeah,
will
photo.
I will try to find that. But yeah, it's really weird. But yeah, no. So while he's walking around, someone else is using a remote controller to control Hagrid's head.
I don't like that. That's creepy.
It is. It's very, very weird. Now, so after Prisoner of Azkaban, the costume designers had to sew pockets into the wizard's robes because Tom Felton kept sneaking snacks on set.
That sounds like something I would do.
The rumor was that they sewed them up after the third film because he kept on sneaking food and drinks onto the set. So yeah, he had to sew them together. Yeah, that's the head. Oh my god.
Wait, let me see this shit. If you guys follow our Discord, you can see a YouTube link to the animatronic Hagrid head. Ew, ew, ew! Oh, I don't like it. Oh, it's so creepy. It's so lifeless.
I mean, well, yes.
Ew, the eyes are ew. Ew, I would get nightmares. I don't like that at all.
Yeah, that was
Anyways, you were
pretty fucking
saying.
creepy.
So sorry. I really did not like that.
Have a nice
But
sleep tonight.
continue. Sorry.
So yeah. So now to one of the greatest actors to ever live, Gary Oldman. Love that man. It was revealed that he only accepted the part because he needed the money.
That's respectful. That's respectable. I mean,
Yeah, because he hadn't taken any major work in several years. I think like the last movie he had done was in like 2003.
hmm
And what Prisoner of Azkaban came out in 2006, and so he had stopped acting for a while to spend more time with his family, and he realized, yeah, I need to make some money, so he accepted the role to play Prisoner of Azkaban, Sirius Black. Unfortunately, if you don't guys have not heard, Gary Oldman is retiring soon, so he will no longer be in movies soon.
Yeah, I was about to mention that actually.
There isn't really there's not like a specified date or anything like that. He just said that it's on the horizon. So it might be his career might be coming to an end soon. Which
and so will
Very
the
sad.
world.
yes, the fact that he had went so long without winning an Oscar and he finally got it for The Darkest Hour for his portrayal of Winston Churchill, phenomenal. He was phenomenal in that movie, by the way. But also just damn, that guy has got range.
Yeah,
I love when actors have they can just play so many different roles, you know? There's very few that can do that, and it's great when they can.
yeah. I feel like Christian Bale sort of fit that just from his crazy weight transformations too.
I was going to say
He,
Joaquin Phoenix for that reason.
That too.
hold up, Christian Bale is playing a superhero now.
Which one? He already played Batman. So
He did play Batman, but he's playing a Marvel superhero this time. He's or
Oh,
is he a villain?
think it's
Marvel. One second.
don't spoil anything if it's from Doctor Strange, please.
No. It was
Okay.
announced a few months ago.
Oh my god, I need to see Doctor Strange so soon
me too.
before I get it spoiled for me.
I literally asked for it more like for today and get a chance to go.
Without spoiling it, Isaiah, what can you give it for a rating in case
I
people who are listening haven't seen it?
Hold up.
I know what
Christian
what
Bale
we're
is
talking.
playing a actual Marvel villain this time in Thor: Love and
Yeah.
Thunder. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. I just saw that.
Okay.
His name is Gore the God Butcher.
Sorry, that's
I
funny.
can't freaking wait. That's gonna
Such
be
a big Lou name.
Right. Moving on. Isaiah, quick, without spoiling anything, just quick rating. I know that you posted it on your Instagram already, but give us
Yeah, for those who
Silver
don't
Screen
follow you yet.
Snips.
For those who don't follow me on Instagram, yes, I do post movies I watch in theaters. I do post the ratings for them. Just a forewarning, I do have two ratings. There's like a movie rating and a film rating. Because people always ask me what the difference is. Movie rating is basically like popcorn movies of like you go there for the entertainment value, such as Marvel movies, right? You're not going there to watch like a Schindler's List of like cinema, right? Now like Schindler's List, that's a film. That's the film score. Doctor Strange, that's a movie score. So that's usually what it is. So I usually provide both, as in those things. But with that, I gave movie score was 5 out of 5. Loved it. It was great. The few things you gotta forgive, but other than that, great freaking movie. Film score was 4 out of 5 because obviously there were a few things I was like, yeah, you got to work on that. Other than that, phenomenal. I saw it twice.
Oh wow. I need to see it sooner rather than later. So what is your next fact?
No, that is it. That is the facts.
That's all of them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's weird. Like the more you get into the franchise, the less facts become about the specific movies, and they kind of go more over like broad. I have to like go into like watch like behind the scene documentary stuff to get a lot of these facts.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Isaiah researching.
You can just basically go on like IMDb and I can just read those out, but that's too lazy. And I also know that people can just put whatever the hell they want in it. So I usually try to go back and fact check them all to make sure that there's like actual like sources for those. So that's why my list always seems so small, despite the fact that movies are big and there's also always a lot. There's always a lot because I prefer to have things where like if you Google it or look it up, you actually have an actual source other than some random tweet from a random Twitter profile called Harry Potter Facts that said, by the way,
Kudos to Isaiah for doing research on his facts. I did not know you went into such depth.
yeah, I have to. I wanted to be a journalist at some point, and here I am using
Look at
that.
you. Let's manifest that shit.
Thank you. Anyway, that is all my facts for today.
Yay!
Hey,
I was really expecting
I'm
Lewis
sorry.
to say
No,
something.
I was on mute. I'm so sorry. I was
It's okay.
grabbing something and I didn't. I literally said yay, and then I was like, wait, I'm on mute.
That's funny. It was like dead silent. I loved it.
Yeah, no. Honestly, Isaiah, thank you for the fun facts we learned today. It is interesting though that the deeper we delve into the films, the less we get. It's actually entertaining stuff. I also commend you for the depth of your research.
You'll get a raise once we get paid. Don't worry.
Heard.
wink, wink.
All right, so thank you for the facts, Isaiah. So now I guess we will rate the film and talk a little bit about it and what we think, what we like, what we don't like. Who wants to go first?
Prisoner of Azkaban is a 4 out of 5 for me. I'm going to start off with the rating.
Okay.
It's among the best of the book, and the best of the films, in my personal opinion. I think it's the first delve into the darker side beyond like the basilisk and the Chamber of Secrets and all that stuff. It's seeing, someone they keep calling a madman or werewolves or these other insane things like the Whomping Willow going crazy all day, the Dementors and all that stuff that kind of like feed into one of the things I really enjoyed out of this. I think the introduction of characters like Sirius, Lupin, so on, really added some more depth and breadth to the characters available in the entire series, because we don't have Dumbledore going, "Did you put your name in the cabinet of fire?" until
Not yet.
until next episode. But anyway, yeah, I think that about sums up my opinion of Prisoner of Azkaban. There's nothing I would personally change about the film. I think it would just need. No, yeah, there's nothing I would really change, but I'll still give it a 4 out of 5 just because of the way certain things that were cut out from the book.
That's right. I forgot that you have a book perspective.
Yes.
Isaiah, how about you?
I gave it a 4 out of 5. I like this movie. This is probably one of my favorites of the whole series, mostly because my man Gary Oldman's in there.
Yeah.
The tone, like thank God they brought Alfonso Cuarón in there, because he really understood where this was gonna go, and he really brought the tone. It had a darker tone and a darker vibe to it, which I feel like was very good, especially given like the Dementors and all that stuff. Like if they try to keep it like too kiddie, like with the last two movies, and they didn't like try to grow up a little bit, it would have been really wonky. Like it just, I don't know how you could have like a kids thing and talk about the Dementor. Like those things are terrifying.
Oh my God, I used to literally be terrified of them as a kid. They still creep me out.
Yeah, so those, I love it. I like this movie. So this one's there's not much I think I can change about it. I think it's really solid. I do think maybe they could have utilized a few of the characters more. A few things could have been tightened up. So it's not like obviously a masterpiece in my opinion, but saying, what do you call it? Insane improvement since the last one. That's to be honest. But yeah, no, this one's really good, really solid. Love it. So one of my favorites.
Okay, that's good. That's good ratings. I like these ratings. I
like these ratings too.
Yay. This for me is, since you guys did your ratings like first, is a 5 out of 5. I think it is, or I know it's definitely my favorite out of the whole series. I loved I don't know if it's a twist, but I just loved the whole time traveling kind of concept, and how even in like there's a part of the movie where you can see in the beginning of the movie Hermione's hand when they're quote unquote time traveling. You can see her like in the tunnel area. You can see her hand show, like in the scene where she punches Malfoy. You can see the future Hermione's hand. And I liked that detail. I probably butchered that explanation, but I really liked that detail. I thought that was really neat. It was a little like Easter egg, and I was like, oh shit, they like actually thought this through. I also really enjoyed the Hagrid's class in the beginning. I just liked that whole sequence where, like Lewis was saying, Harry Potter on the Hippogriff and everything. Introduction of Sirius and Lupin. And also the Bogart, whatever, which I forget how to pronounce it, but that I loved that. Like, I just love everything about this film. There's not a single thing that I'm like against. It's just my favorite one. I love it. It was just so well done. I loved Hermione in this one. I loved them all.
The scene you just talked about with the Bogart actually is, I think, one of the things they did very closely, as close as they could to the book, because the description obviously is, for you to imagine what's going on. The description in the book is actually, I almost want to say word for word what they managed to do on screen. I just thought it was really interesting to actually see it come to life, to watch when Lupin steps in front of Harry and it switches from the Dementor to the moon. Like seeing that in real time versus like what my imagination created was really nice. I'm going to change my rating to a 4.5.
Hey,
now that you reminded me of that key scene. Thank you.
I love that scene. You're welcome.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have anything else.
I don't think so.
All right. Well,
Isaiah, do you have anything you want to add?
No, I think no, that's it.
I could go on about this movie forever. I love this one a lot, so I will. I kept it short and sweet. Anytime. So thank you for listening, you guys. We hope you enjoyed our episode. Follow us on, Instagram, YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, Silver Screen Sips. We also are on Twitter, Silver Screen Sip with no S. You can also email us, silverscreensips@gmail.com, with your movie suggestions for our next listeners episode. And we post every Monday on YouTube, Spotify, and iTunes. And we will see you guys in the next episode, which is episode 4 of Harry Potter.
Why you say
Yes,
with like a
that
New Jersey accent?
He takes a ginormous breath when he does it. He's like,
Yeah, I do actually. But you just heard the intake. Did you put your name in the fire?